Hi everyone, this is the disembodied voice of Patrick Galactic. Are you an artist? Do you have friends who are? Then Weird at Night wants to show your work. We feature music, poetry, painting, dance, drag, comedy, sketch, short films, animation, literature, and much more. Yeah, I just read the graphic, but I also wrote the graphic, so it's only kind of cheating. Do you want to be a character on Weird at Night? You absolutely can. Whether you want to make something for the show or have something specific you'd like us to air, you can do it by either emailing us at weirdatnight@gmail.com, or the much cooler option is to join our Discord server, send me a friend request, and then send me a DM. Weird at Night is a place of celebration and collaboration. We're always looking for new and fresh things for the show. If you have an idea you want help developing, we're down to help. Art is the antidote, attack with love. I'll see you in a few minutes.
I'm the Pink Cloud. I'm a mythical creature here in the Waniverse with my friends, Booger Bitch Fantasia Man and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I hated all humans and lived a life of substance abuse and self-loathing. But I discovered friendship and now I feel a lot better. Welcome to Weird at Night! This is the pre-show. The live show will begin at 10 p.m. as our guide, Patrick Galactic, steers us on a course to the Artmosphere. Weird at Night is a humor-based community art share stream. The Waniverse is a land of safe but challenging fantasy. We get real stupid, and oftentimes we do them at the same time. We're interactive. If you got something to say, at Weird at Night in the chat, and we'll read your comments, as long as they aren't hateful piece of shit kind of stuff, and at least somewhat related to the show. This is a place of art, acceptance, of tolerance, and understanding. Misogyny, racism, homophobia, transphobia, and all other xenophobic ideologies are not welcome here. But if you ain't dumb like that, welcome to the Artstravaganza! Starting at 10 p.m.
What fire springs forth? What bile does bubble? The black moon sweeps, and the sky stirs trouble. Yes. By violent ends, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at Night.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your band, The Big O. Want to encourage you to tune in to Weird at Night right here on Converge Media every Saturday at 10 p.m.
Yeah, so I said agree instead of agree in the chat, and it became this hilarious typo French joke. Hey, we're live! Oh shit! What to do? Oh yeah, I've done this 162 other times. Whoops! I'm Patrick Galactic, and you are watching Weird at Night. Welcome from whatever astral realm you descend from, be it Twitch, YouTube, or the Converge Media Facebook page. Hello, and thank you for joining us tonight. As you can see, I'm an ethereal being with a mystical creature that I just dropped, floating through space and time to deliver the coolest art we can find. And find it we have! We are revisited tonight by the incredible cosmic creator Sun Ra and his orchestra. We have Michelane Thomas here to talk about her art, inspirations, and process, as well as music videos from Noel Brass Jr. and Thavaron, plus much more. But before we can even start thinking like that, we gotta lift the stars into the perfect position and make sure to plug them in right. And to do that, we gotta sing the song of the cosmos. Gizmo. Sorry I dropped you, buddy. You ready? Much better! All right, the mood is set and the time is right. We're gonna dive in first to a poem by Padraig O Tuama, animated by Leo G. Frenchie. This is called How to Be Alone.
How to be alone. It all begins with knowing nothing lasts forever, so you might as well start packing now. In the meantime, practice being alive. There will be a party where you'll feel like nobody's paying you attention, and there will be a party where attention's all you'll get. What you need to do is to remember to talk to yourself between these parties. And again, there will be a day, a decade, where you won't fit in with your body, even though you're in the only body you're in. You need to control your habit of forgetting to breathe. Remember when you were younger and you practiced kissing on your arm? You were onto something then. Sometimes harm knows its own healing. Comfort knows its own intelligence. Kindness too, it needs no reason. There is a you telling you another story of you. Listen to her. Where do you feel anxiety in your body? The chest? The fist? The dream before waking? The head that feels like it's at the top of the swing, or the clutch of gut like falling and falling and falling and falling? It knows something. You're dying. Try to stay alive. For now, touch yourself. I'm serious. Touch yourself. Take your hand and place your hand someplace upon your body and listen to the community of madness that you are. You are such an interesting conversation. You belong here.
Some really powerful stuff there. Really, really powerful stuff. I haven't had every experience Padraig described in that video, and hopefully never will. But I have felt very alone. And it's important to remember that we are the thing that will last, despite the changes we may experience in life, and that we're okay with ourselves. We are the story that is ever unfolding through it all, regardless of what others do, or who comes and who goes. Celebrate you. Love you. You're the best thing that will ever happen to you. And while we're getting mushy, the fire is getting pushy, and we need to unleash the flame so that this universal jalopy can get started. And to do it, I need you to turn rationality off. I need you to turn what the fuck to 11. This cosmic calamity, it's not an accident, cowpoke. It's an extravaganza of galactic proportion. Weird at Night is a twice weekly odd voyage through the stars. We love music. We love surreal comedy. Weird at Night is like a smoky patchwork quilt with Twilight Zone, 90s cable access, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and Reading Rainbow. All stitched in. We're astonishingly wholesome for people who say fuck as often as we do here. More importantly than all of that, we're a show community. The chat is 100% where it's at. A lot of the stuff we'll be showing tonight was made by people hanging out in the chat. So as always, give thanks to the Queen Most High! The Queen is the true and ultimate ruler of the Waniverse. We didn't plan it that way. It just turned out that way. But the Queen is also one of Seattle's greatest rappers. So make sure you click that Bandcamp link I just dropped in the chat. Check out their work and give praise. And don't fear the darkness, darling. We're weird. It's night. You're in the right place. Respect for each other and the flow of the show is essential. Distractors and spammers, you'll be ejected. Give us a follow, and at some point in the night, I'm going to sing you a little tune and put your name in the pretty lights on the screen. And if you subscribe on Twitch, which is so helpful in this grand cosmic endeavor to deliver abstract amazingness to the masses, I'm going to put everything down, grab my guitar, and write you a 20-second song on the spot. All right, let the extravaganza begin. Our first order of business tonight is Waynesmiths. That's right, Weird at Night presents a special Waynesmiths edition of the show next Saturday, December 25th at 10 p.m. We have so much planned and so much left to do. We are extremely excited, but you don't got to take my word for it. Just Blazing Space has got it.
Right now, at this very moment, as you watch these light rays striking the magnified eye, similar tiny beams of light are entering your own eyes. And it's by our eyes that we are able to gain a great part of our knowledge.
You're about to take a trip through the human brain.
You get there by confrontation, violence?
Oh, is that the question you were asking?
Yeah.
See, that's another thing. When you talk about a revolution, most people think violence, without realizing that the real content of any kind of revolutionary thrust lies in the principles and the goals that you're striving for.
What kind of changes in our society would be required in order to guarantee equality and justice for all, and specifically racial and economic and gender justice and equality?
What exactly do you have to do to extract this plan?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Go ahead, kid. Open the box. It won't hurt you.
The thing is, we don't always see things the way they really are. This one, for instance.
Magnified many hundred times, the retina is seen to consist of this complicated arrangement of rods and cones, which convert light waves into nerve impulses in some manner which even science of today cannot fully explain.
Hello, Weird at Night. It's me, Blazing Space. Wanksmith is coming up, baby! And just like it is every year for the last thousands of years, Wanksmith again falls this year on December 25th, so we are going to have the Weird at Night Wanksmith special. It's a Wanksmith miracle. It's going to involve all your favorite wand characters, the Pink Cloud, Booger Bitch Fantasia Man, the Goblin Bird, and a whole lot more. Dare I say, Darktone III will probably make an appearance as well. And maybe their Majesty. Who knows? What I do know is that myself and Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's right, 3-time WWF champion Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Blazing Space will be narrating the miracle of Wanksmith. So tune in December 25th, 10 p.m. You know what time Weird at Night is? And then join us for a holiday, the beautiful holiday of Wanksmith.
The iris acts automatically, and so is an important link in the process of accommodation. Its action is caused by two sets of delicate muscle fibers within the iris itself.
Well, this is going to be a lot of fun, right? Right? And a simple reminder that Wanksmith is entirely non-denominational, whether you celebrate Wanksmith, Wanaka, or Wanza. This is a pure celebration of the human spirit and will definitely keep you laughing. The love is in the air, friends. Let it in. Let it in. I also want to say real quick before we go too far here, everyone watching tonight, that the holidays are not happy times for everyone. For some, it can be a sad or lonely time. It can feel like the whole world is celebrating the very thing that isolates and excludes others. To those people, I simply want to say, I love you. This journey of life is often hard to understand and sometimes perilous. Please reach out if you're feeling trapped in your feelings at any time. Join our Discord and message me if you need to talk. We can find a way, I promise. Now, we depart for realms unknown, but completely ours, the atmosphere. I want everyone watching on Twitch to ask me a weird question. I am working to get a functional multi-stream chat up so I can see questions asked on YouTube and Facebook. Still working on that. Anything you think would be hard to answer, might be funny, whatever you think weird is, just at me in the chat and I'll answer when we have at least 3. We're going to hear from Micheline Thomas, Not a Mucho, Not for Sale, and much more. But we kick it off with the inimitable monster of ceremonies, Terry Monstrosity.
Funny how the gatekeepers try to mend fences, or how the hate seekers need a chain link. They think I'm on the brink of the same entrance, but we the main feature ain't gon' faze me. Step back out the hezzy, I'ma take 3. Fate be hilarious when you make keys. Open doors before they change locks, face heat, but stay warm when the cold hearted shake trees. Let the base bleed, don't break, take heed. No disgrace, seeing no plate make me break bread with them base head babies, or play dead when I roll out lazy. The foldout was crazy. Futon and coupons, the boulder persuasive. Them foes are a mirage, your soul couldn't take it. Latency lagging, you punching impatient. Losing your place, what you fucking was dangerous. Swing at the sky if you want, but it's aimless. Being the prize with the eyes on you tainted. Leading a life of surprises and payment. We reaching compliance, flying and faded. A giant but jaded.
I've heard Terry rap literally hundreds of times at this point, and it never gets old. The man exudes inspiration from every orifice. Probably. Wow, that was weird. Let's move on to some questions. All right, I'm waiting for one more question to come in. Hopefully it can come in while we're doing this. Madsy in the End Times asked, you've just swirled too much mustard on your Wanksmith fruit loaf. All the hydrochloric syndoxide are back at the cleaners, and you only have 3 minutes to silence the snitch lich before the kids realize Wanksmith gifts are fair game. What do you do? Well, I go get the Weird at Night hat, which I am not wearing right now. I get my trusty friend Gizmo. I wrap him up in a gift and let the kids do what the kids may. Because you know what? The kids gotta have fun. The kids are all right. Whatever cliche you want to throw in there, I think that's what I do. I think that's what I do. Thank you, Madsy. Alex FV, what is Beavis's favorite Britney Spears song? It's definitely Hit Me Baby One More Time, because that song has a lot of kind of rock vibes in it, and he was the one who wore the Metallica shirt? I don't remember anymore. Was Beavis the Metallica guy? Anyway, I think Beavis would relate the best to Hit Me Baby One More Time. I don't think Slave for Your Love is exactly his style. Dartone the Third. Light or dark side, which side would you go to if you were a Force user? Great question, Dartone. I think I would go to the dark side. Just personally, I think I would go to the dark side. That's for a lot of reasons. First of all, good guys are lame. Okay, we all agree about that. Look at Cyclops from the X-Men. What a dork. Look at Mark Hamill in the first Star Wars. Can't even act. The Force people have questionable skills. The dark side people seem to come out all right. So I think I'd go dark side. Alex F&V, what would a 14-legged ant have for breakfast? I'm gonna go a 14-legged ant. I think a 14-legged ant would probably have some weird little piece of guacamole that just was discarded, or avocado that was just discarded, because ants are healthy eaters. They know what's good for them and they eat accordingly. Unlike me, I am thin, but I eat like I am trying to gain 700 pounds. So, yeah, little Mark Hamill burn tonight. And am I wrong? Watch the first Star Wars. He got a lot better. All right, thank you everybody for your questions. We're gonna move on. And now it's time to dig into some more music. This time from a first-time Weird at Night performer, Thavaron. Thavaron is a very young artist with an incredible amount of emotional insight. I highly recommend a visit to his incredible website. It's a great website for an in-depth analysis of his music and what inspired him to create it. I found myself learning things from a 21-year-old that at 41, I never learned. It's truly great stuff. And now we have a truly great video. This is Chevrolet. Where did I put it? There we go.
Bodies told stories. We were so creative. I tucked them away in all of the safe places. You let them go instantly. I kinda like falling. Then I see you stand evening. Then I fall to Harley, driving a great car. Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart. Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart. You're so unaffected. Move on to the next week. Reflective sunglasses, you won't let them see. That's just how you like it. I try so fucking hard. You driving your great car to write some new stories, and they don't involve me. You never involved me. Do you remember me? Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart. Say you won't break my heart, so I took myself apart.
Wow. Wow. Incredible work from Thaveron. I loved the video. I love the song. I also love the raw emotional honesty I read on Thaveron's website. Thaveron will definitely be back here. You can count on that, but make sure you give him a follow on socials and whatever streaming service you used. I dropped the links in the chat. Incredible work, Thaveron. Keep doing what you're doing. Powerful stuff. And speaking of power, Converge Media is the Northwest stalwart, independent media organization reporting on issues in Seattle communities with fairness and transparency. They've been my go-to local news source for over a year now. Check it out.
We're right here at East Precinct. It doesn't get any closer than this right now.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents.
As a small independent media company, we rely on the financial support of individuals and business members to stay on the front lines of the news that's important to you.
There's so much more to discover about Converge, and I hope you'll make the time to do it. Consider visiting their Patreon and giving your support to the very important work. And speaking of important work, American artist Mickalene Thomas is a painter, photographer, and overall visual artist whose powerful work has gained recognition and acclaim worldwide. She's here today to talk about her work and what informs it.
I didn't always know that I wanted to be an artist. I actually thought I was going to either go into theater arts or be a lawyer. My mother would always tell me that you were born to do great things and to remember that. And one thing that my mother had around her house before she died, she had these sort of words of inspiration. When you look at yourself in a mirror, what do you see? What do you want? What do you desire? This was something that she was holding on to, even though she knew she was dying. That she would wake up and look at these words that she would write and say, I was born to do great things. My mother was a great inspiration. That was very exciting to me to use her as my muse in my work. Plus, because she was someone who was really interested in a particular type of beauty, someone who resided in the space of Western ideology that I was sort of pushing up against. But that's the power of art. That's why art and creating and creative people are important, because we can sort of question these things through visual images. I think it's just a matter of accepting that we are different people and there's different forms and of beauty all over the world, and just accept those things and not try to change them. My art is, I think, very autobiographical. I sort of pull from who I am and how I live my world and the people around me. I think as an artist, that's what you do. You sort of, like an octopus, you sort of grab these things that are in close proximity to who you are. Painting's about light, form, and composition and rhythm that sort of make people respond to the piece. And so for me, when I was studying as a painter, I was really thinking about these different light sources. And because I used various materials, one thing that I was very attracted to was sort of the rhinestones, these sparkly little dots that exuded a sense of light. But also they were these materials that we use on ourselves, on our garments, these sort of accoutrements that we put on. I have a 3-year-old daughter. I don't teach her anything, I just show her. That's the best thing you can do for children, is to give them a platform of experiences, and so that way when they, and to keep them busy, active, so that when they're older they have options for themselves. She may rebel against it, like I rebelled against my mother, and that's okay, because that's her, she's her own person, and she has her own life.
Incredible and insightful stuff. There are many people who can create amazing work, but some can't really talk about it or don't like to, and that's absolutely okay and understandable. But it's always amazing to hear someone like Mickalene Thomas, so comfortable in their own narrative space, extrapolate like that. We've dropped links to Mickalene Thomas and the female lead, the channel that created the video. Both are amazing. Please check both out. And now we switch gears yet again. There's a lot. That's a lot of what we do here. Gear switching. It's fun. It's fun. And the fun continues with another batch of absolutely incredible music shares from the Wunderkinds over at Notamucho.com for Notamucho's Newsy News That's New. Nina Wasson-Carey is here to take us on the ride. Nina!
Hey everyone, this is Nina Wasson-Carey bringing to you Notamucho Newsy News That's New. Notamucho is 100% volunteer driven, supporting independent music and entertainment since 1997. Tonight, Notamucho founder Matt Ashworth has put together a very special playlist just for you. And for each of these artists, we're going to drop the links in the chat. What we want you to do is click on those links and support those artists directly. This is Nina Wasson-Carey, and you are watching Weird at Night.
I have sinned, I sense it, don't know where to begin. Bathe my body in holy water, but all it's on me is that I'm a sinner. Forgive me, you know I'm a sin, a bad mistake, I know you can't resist. You'll have to confess to how you feel
my grind and focus on mine. I'm fine, the joker's online. I'm high, the smoke is sublime. I'm crying, you notice I'm trying. The coldest reply, promoting the motive tonight. I swallow my soul in my life, controlling the holes in the hype, blowing my nose on the line. Every night like a vamp, a tramp, I'm holding the lamp, a slip, patrolling the land, yeah bitch, I'm holy the man, keeping the skull in my hands, and dance like Iceman, all the advance, a chance to swallow and live in my ramp, hollow I follow and swallow the sad, be with myself, I honestly can't. I'm going through it, going through it.
Your effect on me does wonders. You're my next, surely 100. When we met, my knees you covered. When we text, my knees turn rubber. When we sex, I reach the summit. When we flex, hot key, we stunner.
My mind. Oh, I'm sitting pretty at your dinner table. Better play nice. Can't mind my P's and Q's with the ones holding my shackles, but I'm sure gonna try to.
I wanna be a vampire girlfriend. I wanna love you till the end of time. So baby, go ahead, sink your teeth in. I wanna spend forever by your side. Killer with the pretty face, you never change. 17 forever with the hand in the grave, but I like the way you say my name.
Saw you sitting a lazy Susan. My best friend said that you were moving on back home to Omaha. Nobody knows home like I do. I hope that it works out for you. Back home in Omaha, Nebraska. Arizona, girl out California. There's something in the air that night. Wasn't no test flight. I headed east to Hudson Valley, hanging with my boy Jack Valley. He told me something I didn't know. It wasn't UFO.
Great stuff from Not a Mucho, but we can't forget the great stuff from our oldest and most treasured sponsor, Shitty's Pizza, the hospital. It's next door. If you don't know why, just have a slice. And we got some deals for you, people. If you use promo code Why God Do We Suffer, you get a free depubing. It's normally $4.99. Not at Shitty's Pizza. When you use that promo code, it's free. They scrape them right in front of you. And then, do you want to shave and save? Because you can. Use that promo code Why God Do We Suffer, and we will keep the scraped pubes that we scraped off that pizza. We'll scrape them all together and make you and your family complimentary. Merkin. Come on. Who doesn't want a Merkin, everybody? Shitty's Pizza. The hospital is next door. Woo! Well, we are just flying through astral space right now. Yes. TC Blackout. Last time I ate Shitty's Pizza, I ended up cross-eyed for 83 hours. That might be a record for the shortest time ever cross-eyed. Many people have experienced weeks of that, even with the hospital treatment. So consider yourselves fortunate. After Alex FV asks, is your beard really just a merkin? Cousin, what I tell you in confidence doesn't get on the show. I'm live. People can hear me right now. If they knew that this beard is actually glued on merkins all across my face, it would be really bad for me. So let's just not talk about it on the show, okay? Yeah, so very excited for the Wanksmith special next Saturday. I believe Madsy is working on an animation. We're going to have a full cast. All your favorite characters from the Waniverse are going to be a part of it. It'll be narrated by Blazing Space and Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's the miracle of Wanksmith, friends. And I hope you join me because you never know. You know, I know for me personally on 12/25, most often by 10 p.m., I'm like, I am done with this day. And that's why we got to give you more. That's why we got to dig deeper and give you more, because that's what we do. TC Blackout says, I do eye exercises each day, stare at the sun for an hour straight each day, keeps the eye demons away. Makes a lot of sense. Alex F&V asked, but are you blind? Which could be a possibility. Dark Tone the Third says, I am calling you have a beard because you forgot how to shave. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I didn't have a beard till I was in like my early to mid 30s. I didn't think I could grow a beard, but it turned out I could. Just a shitty one like this. But you know who's got a really great beard? It's a full body beard, is our boy Gizmo here. Our boy Gizmo has one of the most beautiful body beards you'll ever see. Isn't that right, buddy? He's out of therapy. He's treating people right. He's not saying inappropriate things anymore. The Giz is a legend. Also a reminder, we have a Discord, and it'd be awesome if you joined it, because after every single show, we have a post-show Discord chat. Usually it can go from an hour to 2 hours, sometimes even longer. We riff, we talk about the show, we shoot around ideas. Some of the ideas end up on the show even. It's like a green room after a performance. So come join us in the Discord after the show. And also, question, are you an artist? Because if you are, if you're a musician, if you're a poet, do you paint? Do you dance? Are you a drag artist? Comedian, sketch comic, short filmmaker, animator? Do you write literature? We would love to feature it on Weird at Night. That's right, baby. Weird at Night is looking for you. We would love to have you on the show. All you got to do is either email me at weirdatnight@gmail.com or join our Discord with the link I just dropped, bit.ly/WANDiscord. And we would love to talk to you about your ideas and your work and how you'd like it to be featured on the show, because we are game and we love to collaborate. So if you know somebody, pass the word along, please. weirdatnight@gmail.com or bit.ly/WANDiscord. Oh, my baby birds! This evening has so much left to discover. Not for sale. Converge Media reappears. Noel Brass Jr. and Stas the Boss are still on deck. But right now, we return to the work of a jazz legend, Sun Ra, the star of our last episode last Saturday. We heard the conceptual wisdom of Sun Ra last week, and now we're going to watch and listen to it all in action. This is the Sun Ra Orchestra. I love that name. The Sun Ra Orchestra, live on WPIV TV in 1988 in Philadelphia. Check it out.
This world is not my home. It's not my home. It's not my home. It's not my home. My home. My home. Is somewhere there. It's somewhere there. Many light years in space. 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 Where human feet have never trod. Where human feet have never trod. And human eyes have never seen. And human eyes have never seen. My home. My home. Is somewhere there. Somewhere there. This world is not my home. This world is not my home. Not my home. Not my home. Not my home. It's not my home. My home. My home is somewhere there. Somewhere many light years in space. Many light years in space. I know that I'm a member of the angel race. I know that I'm a member of the angel race. I know that I'm a member of the angel race. I know that I'm a member of the angel race. My home is somewhere out in outer space. My home is somewhere out in outer space. Outer space, outer space, outer space, space, outer space, outer space. Space is the place. Space is the place.
Wow. What a truly liberated mind. Space is the place, friends. As you can see, right? Space is the place. Sun Ra opened up the minds of so many others along the way. He influenced an untold amount of people who went on to influence the generations after them. His art is one of true expression and courage. And as always, huge love to Not For Sale. Make sure to smash his links that I just dropped. Pick up his shirt in the Shop of Juan and, oh, actually speaking of that, Shop of Juan. The Shop of Juan, baby! Yeah! Go to shopofjuan.com. That's shopofjuan.com. And you can see all our cool stuff that we have for sale there. If you go to our artist studio, there's a whole gallery of stuff that's just artists that have been featured on the show, whether it's the Queen, Not For Sale, Terry Monstrosity, Dirty Bitch Press, Blazing Space, and many, many others. Go check out what they have there, because if you buy something of theirs, all of the profits from the sale go directly to those artists. So it's a great way to show your support. It's just like buying something on Bandcamp or something similar. Also, we have some great Weird at Night merch too. You can get a Trash Forest t-shirt. You can get a Weird at Night logo t-shirt, and I'm going to be making a new one of those very soon because our logo keeps getting updated a little bit every now and then. And yeah, go to the shopofjuan.com. I'm dropping the link in the chat right now. It's a great way to show your love, show some support for the show, and keep those ducats rolling in, baby. Keep them rolling in, baby. I'll never do that again. Okay. Well, from hollow consumerism, we bring it back to what really matters. And I'm being serious here. Vulnerability is a very difficult thing to confront. It takes a lot to be real, even when no one is looking. It's doubly difficult when there's cameras rolling. There was a really beautiful moment recently captured on Converge Media that we just had to share of genuine friendship and vulnerability. I'll show you what I mean now.
Times, Trey Holiday, it's just good to talk from the heart, you know what I'm saying, and say what's on our heart. We can get out of here. You got any last words?
Man, I want to say I love you. And everything that you have given. Sorry, because when you talk about it from a personal perspective of what you've lost, that really hits home for me, because I watch you work hard every single day. So I just want to give my love to you right now, because I know how impacted you were. And I get to sit here with you Monday through Thursday, and you put your heart into this, and you always have. For those of you that don't get to see all the hard work this man puts in, when he talks about what he has personally lost, just understand that that has a real impact on him. I just give you love.
Appreciate you, Trey. I don't know if there's anything to add to that, but I'll say this: thank you to everybody out there for your continued support. We stay on air because of you. On that note, go forward in your purpose. Go forward in your humanity. And tomorrow, we're going to turn some frowns into a smile, because it's Feel Good Friday with Trey Holiday. Peace.
Lift every voice and sing.
That's really what it's about, friends. Like, really. Suffering is a part of life, and we all have those moments of suffering. Emotional vulnerability can feel scary. It's hard to say we've suffered or are suffering. There's some reptilian defense against it in our brains. But it's not a weakness. It's a strength. It takes tremendous courage. And it's also how we heal. We are inundated with images of uncaring people doing uncaring things all the time. And it's important to remember that's not everyone. There are people who will listen. There are people who will care. Admit when you're suffering and reach out. Seriously. From the beauty of a moment like that, we now welcome the incredible beauty of Stas the Boss's music. Stas has been a force in the Northwest and beyond for a very long time. This is a performance from KEXP, recorded a couple years back. Stas the Boss.
Oh
taking the YOLO, the high road to the no-show. And all the hoes know it's hot out here for the hobos, the homos and the almost, and all the black folks. Yeah, she went for the dolo, she took all of the solos. And all my bros know that I propose no, but I'm glad it was a no-go. Oh no, I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. They respect you. If it wasn't for the check, you probably wouldn't even check who running next to. Be the best you, 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 be the best you. God bless you. She taking the YOLO, the high road to the no-shows. Out of house now, it's hot out here for the hobos, the homos and the almost, and all the black folks. Yeah, she went for the dolo, she took all of the solos. All my bros know that I propose no, but I'm glad it was a no-go. Oh no, I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. They respect you. If it wasn't for the check, you probably wouldn't even check who running next to. Be the best you, 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 be the best you. God bless you. Yeah, she taking the YOLO, the high road to the no-show. And all the hoes know it's hot out here for the hobos, the homos and the almost, and all the black folks. And she went for the dolo, she took all of the solos. And all my bros know that I propose no. But I'm glad it was a no-go. Oh no, I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews, and they respect few. If it wasn't for the check who, you probably wouldn't even check who's running next to you. Be the best you, 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 be the best you. Yeah, God bless you. I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. Yeah, I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. I'm all out of my FUs, hand-me-downs to my nephews. God bless you.
Discover great music at kexp.org.
Excellent stuff from Stas the Boss. We dropped a link to her Bandcamp, and you'll find there is a ton of music there to explore. As I said, Stas the Boss has been around for quite a while and keeps making great stuff. So don't sleep on it. Go check it out. Quick reminder as well that even though this episode is nearing its end, the party ain't over. Join our Discord server and hop on the community voice chat channel after the show. I am currently in the process of dropping a link. I'm copying it right now. I just hit Control V, which is paste, and it is in the chat. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Well, what we're going to do about it is auto-write about it, baby. That's right. This is what we do right before we end the show usually. It's called the auto-write, and the auto-write is essentially a tool of the Surrealists. What I do is I count back from 10, and as I do, I just ask that you try to clear your mind. And when I get to 1, I'm gonna say go. When I say go, we all just start furiously typing in the chat, and after about 30 or 45 seconds, I'll say stop. When I say stop, you hit enter or return. Everybody's auto-write shows up in the chat. We read them all out loud. Then we have an amazing guest. Returning to Weird at Night, ambient genius Noel Brass Jr. will be seeing us out tonight. But for now, it's the auto-write, okay? So once again, I count back from 10, clear your mind. When I get to 1, I'll say go. You start typing in the chat, type. And then after about 30 or 45 seconds, I'll say stop. You hit enter or return. Everybody's chat appears. We read them all out loud. Then Noel Brass Jr. blasts us off into the ether sphere. Okay, so let's get started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, and stop. All right, we're dropping these in the chat right now. Blazing Space beat me to it. Watching someone beautiful light a blunt in slow motion, tasting. Watching someone beautiful light a blunt in slow motion, tasting like mango, sipping like orange slices, ice into hot water, rainy diamonds and cats perched up into mirror tunnels, looking across the unknown. Chocolate. Very nice, Blazing Space. Here's mine. Blee blah bippledy boo boo, I'm a shoe in a karmic wheel of dew that just dropped on the head of an unheard antelope that is waiting for heaven to reopen for the Sunday buffet. Will we ever see the fish plate that is always promised but never delivered? Doubtful, but the sweet swan behind the counter has a heck of a smile. Alex FFV, stick the Q-tip up your nose to test for what my little pony you are and hope there's only Skittles at the end of the rainbow. It's like 9 in the morning somewhere, probably Europe, not here. Here, it's fuck around and find out o'clock, and I'm gonna fuck around by mixing a pterodactyl with a boar. Excellent as always, cousin. TC Blackout. Riddle me this, asked the troll under the bridge, but I did not oblige because as a naysayer, I normally try to cross rivers and streams and streets and dreams via the road less traveled. Sure, carrying a machete everywhere looks weird until you hear my backstory of chopping dangerous vines. Quite a vine chopper, that TC Blackout. What can you say, folks? What can you say? Matt D in the End Times. This clearing my mind business feels dangerously close to self-induced Alzheimer's. I'm absent-minded already. Should I really be training my brain in this fashion? I'm not sure. I'm not a medical professional. Always remember that. Patrick Galactic has a lot of medical advice that you should not follow. Dartone the Third. Daddy may be a little drunk, but Daddy's gonna take care of you, little babies. First formation 0630, second 0900. After that, don't be seen and you won't have to do work. This is the creed of the Spec 4 Mafia. Yes, that is a real thing in the army. Wow, Dartone. Wow! Well, friends, it's about that time. Nothing lasts forever, as Padraig Otuama reminded us at the beginning of the show. Not even an episode of Weird at Night. And that's what makes things special. We only get so much time with things before they change. Eternal sameness is simply not anywhere in nature. What was becomes what is. What is becomes what will be. Don't fight it. It's how things are. It's how they're supposed to be. Believe in yourself. Believe in the power you have to go forth with love for yourself and the people around you. No matter what happens, you got you. And that's the most important part. Blazing Space. Auto Write from Facebook. Bicentennial Bebe. Sometimes I think the best thing to say about this particular structure is that it must not be affected by the aggressive approach of 4 different fishes doing dishes in the rain. Bicentennial Bebe. Carolyn, thank you so much for the auto write. And thank you, Blazing Space, for catching that. I really do appreciate it. We never want to miss anybody, and I realized I missed a few people on YouTube last episode. So we're working on it. I promise we will figure it out. But this is a reminder that Weird at Night is founded on 4 key principles. People come first. Time matters more than money. Art is the antidote. Attack with love. We strive to embody these ideals every day, and sometimes I even do a pretty good job at it. Tonight, we'll be seen out by Wan Fam, Noel Brass Jr., and his incredible ambient work. Noel is an amazing human being, an awesome guy to just have a conversation with, one of the most laid-back, chill dudes ever. I don't know how he does it. I wish I was more like Noel. This video is called Chromatic Skies. I know you're gonna love it. But I'm Patrick Galactic. We are Weird at Night. Take good care of you and love your people every chance you get. I'll see you Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific or right after the show in the Discord voice chat. Huge love, everybody. Noel, what do you got?
You're weird at night, so weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. For 100 nights, weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at